To Fire Pro Wrestling Special Edition. This is Jason Matters. I just came back. We were still continuing from our Instagram when we were talking about the business of wrestling. Let's talk about the Fire Pro game in particular. On February 28th, we're going to be doing some play. The Fire Pro Wrestling folks will be bringing out its new DLC, which is connected to the things that we're trying that the rest of the Fire Pro world is trying to do with this particular pay-per-view. It is going. I really believe that it could be more in depth than we could ever believed. It could be more dynamic, but I'm not expecting too much. But I have been surprised with a lot of things the game has done. But in my assertion, and everyone's assertion, they have done enough. But this DLC could take it to another direction, could take it to another level, they say. But we could see some amazing things that I never thought possible. But I could also see things that make me realize that, it's good. It was a great try, but the video game world is not the same. It's not the same as it was, and everybody tried and all the rest of it. But these folks haven't let us down too much, and it is rare for this particular game today. And once this is done, maybe there could be a transition. But we got to see how this particular thing plays. 28th, first DLC ever for this particular franchise will come out, and it's one of the biggest doozies on the planet. It is called, I can announce this, Fire Promoter. But what it is, we'll do some play testing. We'll tell you more about it later. Now, I want to talk about the poll that hasn't been up, that is still up there, folks. You need to vote on it. Please vote. I want y'all to vote on this poll. You gotta vote on it. I might write it down, but I don't have the page with me at this particular point. But you got to vote on it. Vote on this poll. You have one more day to vote on this poll. I'm not gonna do another poll like this for a while, but that will mean that I will keep things the way they are. I will keep things the way they are if you don't vote. So you gotta go vote in this poll. And it's a Survey Monkey poll. Please vote on it. It's either on one of the videos there, the link there concerning the poll. Look for it. It's there. Please vote on it. It is important to put your votes in so we can make sure what we can do next, because let me make this very clear. How long are we going to stay on YouTube with all the things they are planning to do? It's not fun. YouTube is becoming a little bit too tight for our britches right now. And there are other streaming platforms, sure. There are other streaming platforms out there, but unfortunately, we're working under the PlayStation 1, and we don't even know how long this thing will last. To be quite honest with you, we really don't know how this streaming technology concerning with YouTube truly is going to last or even will be available. Because I think Google might be doing something really drastic. And it's not going to be pretty. Yeah. Hold on 1 second, folks. Damn. I'm sorry about that. There was some smoke coming around. I think it's farther down the road, as it were. So here's what I'm going to tell you about that. Look, guys, do you want expansion or you don't? If we going to get expansion, there's going to be even bigger shows, bigger than. Look, we're doing what the fans want to do, okay? And the fans want to do it. Hey, we're here for you. We'll do it the best way we can. But I just want everybody to understand this is going to be a great time regardless of what happens. We're here to have a good time at Five Pro Wrestling World Fridays, and the championships are super cards, and we just want everyone to enjoy themselves in these shows. That's all. So, I just want to tell you what's going to happen tomorrow. Now, first off, we don't know the final date. We have some of it final. But right now, we know that the WWA Women's title, Sumi Sakai and Stardust Kiss will be fighting for that title. Jay White and others from Jado's group will be fighting against those from the new era from NXT. 3 members of LGT and one of Los Ingobernables of Japan will be facing off against Pentagon Jr., Bandito, Phoenix, and Flamita. It will be Kurt Hawkins and Ryder versus Hawkins and Tech, Alan Hawkins and Tech, for the IPWG Tag Team Championships. And again, Avalanche Tagano, Shizi Nakamura, first defense, IWPG World Heavyweight Championship. That's on the February pay-per-view starting at 6 o'clock to hopefully 8:30. Could be a little longer, could be a little less. But that is the matches coming in. And then next week will be the fallout from all these matches. We will tell you more about that. But in 2 weeks, Utami Hachibushita will be fight and Momo Watanabe will be in a tag team match. It will be a big one. So, it will be large. Because somebody from DDT who doesn't always wrestle against females will be fighting in this battle. And she don't play. She's been watching these little girls playing around. But she got that voice from certain anime, and she got them fan bases, and they gonna be pissed if there is a pin that you ain't gonna like. But let's just put it this way. She's coming for titles, championships, and everything in between. She is that good. You're gonna see her. She's coming. She usually don't fight against it. She usually fights against the dudes, but she's coming. You won't see her, and she'll make her debut on Five Pro Wrestling Fridays in 2 weeks. And not only that, there will be even bigger matches coming soon. And then it will all lead up until the female supercard, either on Tuesday or Thursday of April, the next week before the other supercard during the week of WrestleMania, leading up until the G1 Supercard in Madison Square Garden. That's right, Hamburger! The mecca of sports entertainment, and they have, we don't know, or have we know, or do we know? Or is AEW gonna come in and start invading? Here we go, folks. It's gonna be some wild time. G1 Supercard, you better be ready for it. Ooh. And don't worry, in that G1 Supercard, let's put it this way, folks. That G1 Supercard could be amazing. Because here is the situation. If you don't remember, let me remind you. I want to remind everyone. how this is going to go. If he beats Sakano in the March pay-per-view, he faces off Omega. That's Kenny Omega of ABW James, Executive Vice President Kenny Omega. Okay, now if he somehow loses Shinji Nakamura against Takano, which is possible, he has to have a revenge match on the March pay-per-view. If he wins that revenge match, Okada faces off Omega in that pay-per-view on the G1 Supercard. It's gonna be connections and craziness. Oh, let me not be. I'm not done. If he defeats Sakano and he defeats Omega, he faces off Jay Briscoe in the G1 Supercard. He doesn't fit in. He loses to Omega. He loses again to Omega. He faces off Omega in the G1 Supercard. So it could be either or. It don't matter. But he gotta get those three through those two. If he somehow defeats Omega, Jay Briscoe, he faces off Okada. He faces off Okada in Double or Nothing in Las Vegas. The craziness has just continued. I told you about this craziness. I wasn't done. He doesn't fit there. Now remember, he loses to any three of those wrestlers, they still have to face each other. There could be a possibility that he loses to Omega in March. He beats Omega. Omega is going to face off Jay Briscoe at the main pay-per-view, which will be huge because him and Briscoe fight over Raw. It's going to be amazing. And remember, Jay Briscoe beat Kenny Omega in the league tournament, in the league, actually defeated the league and was in the lead, and somehow they all made it through. So he beat him before, so watch out for that match. If any of them survive, he faces off Okada, either in the June pay-per-view or the March, but it goes back to Strowman. Strowman is the last one. After all that is said and done, we're going to have a tournament to determine the next three spots. They could have happened either at the October pay-per-view or the July pay-per-view if it all goes through, or the anniversary show, which is all in too. It don't matter when, but it all starts here. The craziness starts with the Heavyweight Championship tomorrow around 8:20, around 8 o'clock, 8:10. Between those times, you're going to see the craziness, and it's going to be absolutely wild. Thank you for listening to this special presentation of Fire Pro Wrestling Fridays. We're going to have all new matches next week, all new matches all throughout the month, and supercards galore in April leading up until the true Supercard R pay-per-view. G1 Supercard from Madison Square Garden. Until then, and until tomorrow, this is Jason Matters. Thank you for listening from both Instagram and from YouTube. And we'll see you guys tomorrow on the February pay-per-view. And later on, for all of you on the PlayStation Zeitgeist, Fight Night Fridays with more Tekken 7 and more Soul Calibur 6. Until then, Jason Matters. See you guys later.